Chapter 12. Into Ruins.
Something feels off. Where are the merchants and the local riffraff? Normally by now you'd be swimming in peddlers trying to sell you junk and steal your stuff.
Just point me towards the hot springs and the tourist center.
Good grief, the comedian's a frog. I'm serious, numbnuts. There's some funny business stirring here. Funnier than usual, that is. There's old hawker Jim. You're right. Just think about what he went through to land a corner near the city entrance. To catch potential customers' eyes or wallets. He never give up his spot unless something serious had gone down.
You suggest something above the customary chicanery being at play here.
Hey, these folks may have been swindlers and hoodwinks, the lot of them, but they still stood side by side. Sure, they'd steal from each other, but never crossed the line into spilling blood. Or as Hawker Jim used to say, you pick on one pickpocket, you pick on us all. It's not important right now. Where's the Necronomicon? Well, we didn't say we knew exactly where it is. It's around here somewhere. We should talk to Bob. He has his fingers in everything that goes on around here. He's shady as fudge, but if you have cash, he'll provide you with what you need.
That's reassuring.
Oh, Archdruid Bob, Lord the Fourth.
Ah, gullible travelers. I, Archdruid Bob, Lord the Fourth, greet you good people in the spirit of the veiled moon.
Pff, Druid mumbo jumbo.
Oh, an alchemist. We usually don't get many of your kind out here. And I see you've acquainted yourself with some of the notables around here.
Ah, nice to see you again, Bob.
Did you get any use for that Jimmy root?
Yep, it did the trick and then dried up and withered.
And the prism. If you don't need it anymore, perhaps you'd consider selling it back. For a third of the price, of course.
No can do, it got eaten by a dragon.
I see. Well, they can be rather irritable.
Bob, was it? So you're supposed to be the go-to guy on information around here.
Go-to guy? I'd like to see myself as more of a patron for the city.
I guess I should actually probably give him a crazy old man voice. Let's switch to that, like, immediately right now. Here goes. We Archdruids have turned these ruins into a thriving farming society, benefiting from the moon's weekly apex.
Weekly? Are you implying that the lunar cycle is different here? How is that even...
I'd rather look at the moon and see it as half full than half empty. You know what I'm saying?
That's not how...
Honoring the moon's generosity, we'd cherish its impact on nature by distilling a special juice. A moon juice, if you will, that's distributed richly among our rude neighbors.
Own juice.
It brings all the bards to the yard. Every new cask is celebrated with song and dance around our holy tree, followed by a brisk run through the fields, completely naked, of course, as by law. Well, I was close.
Completely naked?
You should join us next cycle. It's going to be epic.
Well, Bob, can I call you Bob? That sounds...
We're not going to indulge in any of your hocus pocus. Once I woke up by the river, and when I leaned down to drink, I saw that I was wearing a horse's face. Huh. A long face of shame, you mean? No, literally a horse's face. I tore it right from the beast itself. Ew. But where are my manners? Let me provide you with a sample of our delicious produce. We found moon juice. We're not interested in your moon juice. Your twisted happy camper approach or... Lunacy. Raises Galileo's strength and magic by 2 grades each, but inflicts him with despair for 3 turns. Oh, for the sake of... Will you stop slurping so we can start looking for the Necronomicon? Okay. Oh, what's that? We're looking for the information on the Necronomicon. That's why we're here. Oh, it's buried beneath the city somewhere. Not even I know where it is.
It should have altered its surroundings considerably. Would you happen to know if any spot distinguishes itself as particularly shady? A place that people avoid, or where strange plants grow?
That pretty much describes the whole city. But perhaps the northern parts are a tad more shabby than the rest. People usually avoid them for some reason or another. Yeah, especially the old monastery and its surroundings. It's the perfect place to dump old things you want to get rid of. Or keep safe until you need them. The monastery is usually locked. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some, Archdruid business to take care of. And just making a naked field run and go. What a small guy. Oh, I don't trust this kook one bit. Half full moons.
I say we take Bob at his word and start looking for the Necronomicon in the northern parts of the city.
You might want to start looking through the northern parts of the city.
Oh. Nothing else here. Welcome to the slums. Anything over here? Nope. Weird plant? Can't do anything to it. But I can break the pottery. Sweet! Everybody lives in the slums, but they've still got some amount of ceramics. I will destroy it all.
Look, druid art. I wouldn't call it so much art as turf tagging.
If the symbols are important to the druids, then maybe it's worth keeping them in mind.
Please.
Oh, right. I was considering switching up my entire team loadout. Okay. Steel strength, cut purse, and cut purse. Whammo. You know, I just realized these guys would make, like, a terrific Zelda-like if they went through the effort, potentially. I don't know what their budget is, though. Okay, let's lose one of the regenerations. There we go. Bushido. EI. Cut. And Inspiring Grace. There we go. Well, we'll whammo them on the next round. Okay. Bushido on the twins. Regeneration on the party. Brain life, and then I guess an axe chop. And then open wound. It'll work out. Hey, thank you, Camboose, for the sub. And welcome to SteamWorld Quest business. Ella's dead. Sweet. I actually am kind of interested in seeing how many chapters there are for this game. I'm assuming there's 4 or 5 acts. Because I don't feel like I'm close to the end of the game at all. I would say I'm kind of in the middle, maybe. It's very hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so we've got 2 Bushidos, an open wound. Do Bushido, Bushido, and an EI cut here. Let's just go for that. Watch a lot of your content on YouTube. Figured since Twitch Prime is free money, it'd be the best way to give something back. Gotta go because you don't want to spoil yourself on this game. Completely understandable. It's a shame to see you go. I don't know. I'm not heartbroken. Oh, but I do hope you enjoy yourself. This game is fantastic. I don't know if I like this more or less than SteamWorld Heist or Dig 2. I think I'd honestly put them on the exact same level. I think the main problem is since they are all completely separate games, go figure, you know, they're not exactly comparable. Okay, let's do an axe chop, twin combo. The lower B is probably gonna die. Let's just wail on this one. What is EI? EI, I'm not exactly sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but you know how in like anime or like certain Japanese media there's the character that like draws their sword like instantly and it cuts people to pieces? That's EI. It's the, I guess, the martial art of like drawing your sword and attacking in the same motion, and somehow that being better than just like having your sword out all the time. I'm not entirely sure, but it's just a archaic style of fighting, just like most. All SteamWorld games are kind of like apples and oranges. I feel like that's kind of doing them a disservice, but you're absolutely correct. Let's see. Bushido. Shields up on the twins. The twins do not have a whole lot of HP, but that's okay. Combative quick draw sword technique. Drawing the Japanese sword katana is one of the Japanese Koryu martial art disciplines and education of the classical warrior, Bushi. Cool. Okay, so we want to do Bushido on them, cut purse, and an open wound. As we'll get him with the poison and the bleed. Because that does a considerable amount of damage. Oh, wow, that does damage. Oh, dangle, that does damage. Let's get rid of Mend. I don't think we're going to need it here. Get rid of Drain Life. I don't think I'm going to need that either. Well, this is a giant mix of stuff. We should probably do Shields Up on Auric, and we'll just do the twin combo. I'd never heard of SteamWorld before. First time seeing one. Interesting. I guess I've only ever played the games when they come out, so I haven't exactly played a whole lot of them recently. We've got Regen going. Who's Regen? And a Steam Punch. Well. Kill him, kill that guy. Is that guy's name Fungahala? Isn't like Valhalla? I think it might be. He's gonna die before I get to double check, unfortunately, but that's okay. But yeah, I played SteamWorld Dig and SteamWorld Heist on this channel. And I've played every SteamWorld game up until this one. But they're relatively short series. And honestly, I guess if you're relatively new as well, you might not have noticed. But no, whenever a new SteamWorld game gets announced, I get really excited. Because they're always good. I've never played a bad SteamWorld game. I had my frustrations, I think, with Heist. Because it was kind of awkwardly balanced sometimes. We got a Nightshade Axe. Hello. It's our first alternate weapon for this guy. So... And it just does leech. Woo, that's an upgrade. Maybe all be apples and oranges, but it's like a tree that miraculously grows more than one kind of fruit. All of them are quality. Alternatives to AAA please everyone approach, but it actually works. Yeah, it's the, what's the good example?
It's the Supergiant approach, where, like, every game is completely different and probably spearheaded by a different developer. Same thing with, like, Kit Fox Games. I was talking about them. Look, a whole art exposition. Didn't Bob say the monastery is usually locked? That makes those symbols more likely to be some kind of puzzle connected to that door. Okay. So we know those two, at least. Let's see, was there a SteamWorld game between Heist and this one? Yes. It went, SteamWorld Defense, SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Defense, SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Heist, SteamWorld Dig 2, and then SteamWorld Quest. I don't know if there are going to be others. Encourage. Heals one ally, removes all harmful effects. Ooh. It doesn't heal much, admittedly. But removing debuffs is actually pretty good. Meteor. Frost damage to one foe. Huh. Decent chunk of damage, too. Anything new on him? No. Stormbringer. Physical damage to one foe. Lowers their storm defense. If I was going for a Stormbringer build, that could be pretty good. Nightmare. Arcane damage to one foe. May inflict sleep. Stronger against sleeping foes. Thorns. One ally, Thorny Shield and Regeneration. Raven Strike. Arcane damage to one foe and inflicts blindness. Oh, so these upgrading cards worth it. It's actually more worth it than buying a lot of new cards sometimes. There's some really good card upgrades along the way. Specifically... Okay, I can't upgrade that anymore. So that just increases the damage by a bit. That increases the damage further. Now, do I want to save up so I can upgrade Culling Axe? Probably. I don't know, I'll think. I'll think on it. What else do we have? Any new weapons? Nope, still no new weapons. Any accessories? Snake Charm. Attacks a chance to inflict poison. Oh. That's actually kind of cool. Anything else? I'll grab it. Let's see. Equipment, Auric. What does he have? Let's get rid of Silver Bracer. At this point, he doesn't need the bonus HP. Because the chance to inflict poison is kind of handy. That would also be incredibly useful on, Armely. Because all of her attacks are poison-based. Or physical-based. There's some really tired buildings around here. Indeed, but you can still spot quite beautiful architecture underneath that fatigue. This fixer-upper right here looks interesting. Don't drag behind. Let's keep looking. Must have been quite a struggle growing up around here. Well, not just around here, on this very spot. You mean this shack? Yeah. This shack is the old city orphanage. Oh. Pay no attention to him. He suffers from a severe case of foot in the mouth. That's okay. Funny, this place is probably the closest we can call home. The managers weren't very parental. They did not treat you in a proper manner. They rented us out to a gang of mercenaries who worked the southern boomtowns. Repeatedly. What? Thieves small enough to sneak into fancy establishments and open from the inside were always in high demand. Eventually we made tracks for good and set on our own. So if anybody had enough of this, So if anybody's had enough of this is your life for now, I'd suggest we keep moving. Against all odds. Raises all allies' dodge chance by 3 grades this turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. Foot in mouth. Our heroes decided to limp towards glory. Ugh. Okay, I want to check that card. Nope. Dicks. Against all odds. Costs nothing, too. So let's get rid of Axe Chop for it. I mean, hell, let's lose both Axe Chops. Because Culling Axe does slightly less damage, but has the potential for slightly more. It'd be neat to get another twin combo, but I don't know if I want to do it. I guess we could actually lose one of the drain lives for another twin combo. But drain life is really good for keeping the team hale and hearty, so I like this better. It's a Medusa bot. Haven't seen that before. Okay, Bushido, Bushido. Let's go for an eye. Let's go for the Naga. The other guy heals, but the Naga's the Medusa worries me. Okay. Well, not exactly what I was looking for. Do cut purse. So against all odds. Who is injured? He is injured. Might as well go for the Guardian buff. Yeah, against all odds is actually pretty rad, too. Well, didn't help there, but whatever. Okay, what else do we have? Lose EI cut. In favor of drain life? Okay, Fixer. Punch. Fixer, Siphon Strength, and Drain Life. That'll hit the whole group. Well, he got time stopped, but that's fine. That should do a bunch of damage. Let's hit the Mithra Disciple. Because Culling Axe should do bonus damage. I think strength down counts as a debuff. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Steam Punch, Drain Life, and let's do an Inspiring Grace just in case we can get another round out of this. I think he's lost his crit buff, but whatever. Worst comes worst, it just kills the guy. No, didn't even crit him. Well, never mind, poison killed him anyway. Aha! Okay. No more of those druid rocks. Hello! I like it how they're always like, bleh? As soon as you run into them. Okay, let's start just slagging this guy. Buff up the twins, give us a regen, go from there. Snakeotron, Medusa bot. There's got to be good names for it. Sneckomatic. Oh, come on! Don't give me those! God damn it, game. Well, we at least get to do Bushido Inspiring Grace. That is so shitty. It's just like, hey, by the way, here's cards for the one character that can't do anything. Oh, well. At least we get extra rounds on the next, extra attacks on the next one. Medusa Automaton? Okay, so Fixer. Against all odds. Drain Life. And Twin Combo. Which is going to do a boatload of damage. Let's make sure this one's dead. Yeah, it does a bunch of damage. Okay. So, cut purse. Cut purse. Neither have a debuff. So I guess let's do open wound on the Naga. And then we'll hit it with Culling Axe on the next round. Nagatomaton? Nagatomaton actually is pretty good. I mean, obviously, yes, it's a Medusa, but like, bleh. EI cut. Bushido. EI cut. That. We'll just do Raging Demon on that guy. That'll get us haste. I was going to do the culling hit, but the poison to the bleed is going to kill it instead. Wow, that actually does a ton of damage, too. Well, he's down. That is a bit of a last-ditch petrifying gaze, if I do say so myself. Okay, so next up is the Weird U. Gorgontron. Yeah, kind of good. I mean, Nagatomaton is probably by far the best one I've seen and heard so far. Sleight of Hand adds a Joker card to one foe's deck. When played, the Joker card deals arcade damage to the foe. Based on their magic, the Joker card will be removed after being played. Oh, that actually is kind of fun. How similar are Gorgons and Nagas? So Gorgons are Medusas, I believe. I don't know if there's much of a difference between them. Nagas are just snake-tailed people. If you're familiar with D&D, they're Yuan-Ti. Let's see. EI cut, cut purse, and open wound. I want to save that for the next round. I don't know. Medusa is a Gorgon. A Gorgon is a race. Huh. Interesting. I'm learning things. Well, let's lose the spare Bushido. Steel Strength. Culling Axe. Twin combo. I want to kill this guy if I can. Unfortunately, he's a beefy sucker. Okay, good. He'll die this round. Perfect. We'll start working on the other one. Howie. Let's see. So what do we got? Let's do Bushido. Yeah, cut. Bushido. Race. I should probably go for the Medusa first. Maybe? Ah, dang, I needed him. This round. Especially with all that. Let's lose cut person against all odds. Okay, Fixer. Bushido. Regen. Punch him. I guess we'll just regen again because freaking I don't have anything else to do. Doing pretty well. We are taking some hefty damage here though. But that's okay. Because I've got a solution for that. Mend! And then a double buffed up drain life. Well, we're full health. I think that Naga was straight up like, or that Medusa was straight up like full health. I love it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like my my health might actually be a concern for a moment there. That's a funny joke. Let's get rid of some of these. We do have a Culling Axe. Let's just hit him with a Culling Axe. Oh, and then a Bushido on him for reasons probably should have done on Terranthine, but whatever. Well, that was a damn good fight. They didn't stand a chance. Okay, so I think the only other thing I gotta go back and report is just the Weird U. I'm lost, aren't I? Oh, I went the wrong direction. Oh, we can go shopping again. Is there anything that I care to shop for? Really what I want to do is upgrade my cards. Well, we might as well upgrade, Cut Purse. We want to buy materials. Foul liquid. Let's see. Because, yeah, I can actually buy materials here if I need to, or want to. I can only buy certain ones, though. It's tempting to just waste a bunch of money to be able to upgrade Cut Purse again. Screw it, why not? I don't have any other use for things. We need, 32. That is a massive waste of money. But I'm doing it anyway, because it might make me more? Who knows? And then we'll start looking into upgrading Culling Axe, maybe, or a bunch of other things. Oh. You. This. And this. There we go. Wait, how did the merchant get in? She is a magic old woman. Okay, any potential secrets I could have missed? I see one spot that I should go back for at the very least. Like, it looks like there might be a secret between here. Oh, wait, no. There absolutely is. I went there. Oh, that makes my life easier. Okay, if the Necronomicon is really around here, we should probably talk about the best way to approach it. Indeed, a clear-cut arrangement is the artery to any coup de maître. Maître? I can't. My space French is rusty, sorry. Armally, this goes without saying, but let's not rush into things blindly. Not pointing any fingers here, but... Armally? Did you hear a word of what I just said? We just said, the grinding gears of endless time had once again halted to catch their breath. Ah, isn't that a passage from your handbook? Hello, anybody home? Humbled by the grand sanctum, our heroes decided to sort their bearings. Suddenly, the base of their skulls started humming with intuition. Glory to the brave! How could I not see this coming? Hey, Auric! The Necronomicon doesn't by any chance have a long, pointy tail, does it? Nothing of the kind. It holds the shape of a round, perhaps even slightly oval cog. Ah, right. How about long, sharp teeth? None whatsoever. Its prongs are more towards the short and blunt side. Got it. I don't suppose it has foul breath and drools worse than a forest ogre either? Correct. It neither has nor does. Check. I have good news and I have bad news. Splendid. Let's have it. Guys, I think you better come here. Let me guess the bad news. This is not the Necronomicon. Yeah, total bummer. And the good news? Come on, gang. A chance to beat up another dragon. Okay. Cut Purse. Fixer. And let's lead with a Drain Life. Just top off the team before this fight. Though, now that I'm looking at it, this guy is not exactly the beefiest. Though it looks like we take damage hitting it, which is concerning. I should probably take a look at that. Well, shoot. I think I'm fighting this with the actually worst combo I could possibly have. Get rid of Culling Axe. Bushido. EI cut. Inspiring Grace. I think I'm straight up gonna lose here. We'll see if my healing can outpace its retaliatory attacks, because I don't think there's a duration on that. Oh. Bushido on them. Oh. And twin combo. Well, probably gonna kill him. Or probably gonna kill myself here. I'm just gonna hasten it, because we are rolling the actual worst build to fight against this guy. I'm a little grumpy that this is... just an enemy, because it's like, hey, by the way, you can't hit this boss with physical damage. It makes sense, and I've got a fine counter for it, but it's still just like... mildly lame, I guess. Because it's not super exciting. Is Armley a guy or a gal? Armley is a gal. Ugh. Paralyzed. Oh. Well, wait, no, we can't even steal any. I'm just gonna hit it until I'm dead. I mean, I've actually managed to do a considerable amount of damage to this thing. Well, let's lose anything from him. But yeah, the problem is, like, he straight up just does any amount of damage I do to him, he immediately hits me back for. Oh, good, and he has haste. Okay. You know what? Actually, before it kills us, I should probably check what its elemental weakness is. Because I might be able to do horrible things to this thing on a second fight. Okay, let's inspect. It is resistant to thunder. Everything else is fine. Okay. Let's mend them because they're about to do a bunch of damage to themselves. No, let's get rid of Raging Demon. Can't do anything about it. Okay. Nope. That hurt. For the handicap that I am currently experiencing, this is going shockingly well. I mean, I guess we could play, like, totally boring for a second. Let's do a Drain Life. Oh, I kind of needed that regen. No, I didn't need it immediately. Okay, against all odds. Steel Strength. Twin combo. Which gets me a leech. I could actually do a revive here. Well, let's lose them both. Okay. I could actually use a revival item. This is like the time to do so. If I'm lucky, the poison will just finish him off, though. Yep, poison's just gonna finish him off. Okay, let's lose some of these cards. Hope we get useful things for him. Oh, we've lost the poison.
That sucks. Let's see. Items. What do I have? I do have a revive kit. Or more hilariously, repair vial. And repair vial. Finish turn. Paralyzed. Zoop, zoop. I'm just gonna kill this dragon with Galeo, because the dragon actually kind of sucks. I just don't have much that I can do to it. But I can punch it occasionally. 3 more punches and he goes down. I could use a revive kit. But no. No. We're toughing this out. Frog style. Froggy style. Get a regen. Okay, we get shields up. Open wound. Mend self. Not much. If I had a different accessory on him, I'd be okay. Well, we get Steam Punch. We're not paralyzed yet. Okay, 2 more of those. The fact that this worked. The fact that I'm still rolling with, like, the worst typing and the worst setup just amuses me to no end. Yeah, I don't want to play the regen. It refreshes the duration, but I don't want to waste it, especially if I could potentially roll for a full combo. Okay. Let's lose these. Nothing. Lose drain life. Lose Bushido. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna finish turn. I'm not even gonna hit it yet. Oh, we actually could have used regeneration there. Let's see. Shields up. Regen. Steam Punch. There we go. We get a chain. It's not a very good chain, but I'm gonna be tanky for at least a round or 2. And nope, we killed it. Alright. I had no business winning that fight, but sure. Feel that steam rush. Snap out of it. We still haven't found the Necronomicon. At least we didn't pay Bob for pay Bob anything for the useless information leading us here. It seems to me that he knew a bit more than he let on. Maybe we should return and be a bit more persuasive. After defeating another dragon, our heroes decided to return to the self-proclaimed patron of the city. Back already? As it turns out, Bob, you sent us right into a dragon's den. But don't worry, we vanquished it for you. You killed my dragon! But I put it there to keep it safe. I needed it to pay the Colosseum ringmaster. Now you really got me in trouble. He's very unpleasant and has all these guards that... Who on earth are you babbling about? Who is this guy? In what Colosseum? He got here about the same time you ventured out. Just moved right into my turf. Almost overnight. Sorry, I think I'm switching his voice again. Almost overnight, he refurbished the old auction house into an arena, and... Just tell us where the Necronomicon is already. Well, he's corrupt to the core. If someone around here knows anything about an ancient artifact corrupting hearts and minds of people, my bet's on him. And if you're going there already, maybe you can tell him it's going to be a while until I can procure a new dragon. I'm sure he'll be reasonable with that. He'll be reasonable about it. I'm gonna go find me a new naked dragon dog roll through the window, because dragons like to bite my feet, and I don't like that.
If he doesn't, we'll straighten him out. Let's go check out this Coliseum. Oh, that worked out fine. I don't know, that had no business working out fine, but it worked out fine.